afternoon and welcome to Business Strategies and Tips with Lady L. I am your host, Lady L of Success Beyond Strategies, building strategies that become successful business actions. We are talking about helping business owners and entrepreneurs identify their vision, mission, and purpose, turning it into a legal, profitable business entity. Y'all excuse me, I'm trying to get everything going live here. Let's see. Just want to make sure I'm connected to my Instagram family. I love their support. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for your support. Okay. Y'all just hold tight a second. Okay, I don't know why it wants to keep doing that, but okay. Just bear with me. Anybody that knows me, y'all know I'm persistent. But one thing for sure, I'm going to make sure it gets uploaded. We're going to move on, okay? We talked about a lot of these things and challenges that happen, and what do? We keep working it out, tackling it, and now today is our Thankful Thursday, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to be thankful for everything that we have experienced this week in our businesses, in our organizations, in our ministries. We're going to look back. We're going to be a little reflective. And we're going to just say thank you. Thank you for the good, for the bad, for the bitter, for the sweet, for the good, for the ugly, for the pretty. Because everything always works together for our good. Because if you have gone any days in your business, even if you are just starting out and taking it from your head, thinking it to ink, and putting it on paper, you are moving forward. I want you to know that this show is brought to you by the Magnetic Exchange Group, a book club, a social club of like-minded individuals with a powerful magnetic attraction that develops healthy relationships, positive personal development. We share wisdom and experiences in generational wealth development and wealth preservation. I want to put this up front because the times are such as they are, that you need to make sure that you are connected to communities that is going to help you and your family and your businesses go forward. Our life-changing classes is at 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. Our Zoom room is 404-333-8430. We had an awesome divine connection this morning. I'm telling you, you had to be in there. So make sure that you tune in tomorrow at 9 a.m. on Zoom room 404-333-8430. And our sponsor is the Magnetic Exchange Group. Go to magnetexchange.com. And if you are looking for generational wealth development and wealth preservation strategies and information, that's where you need to go. That is magnetexchangegroup.com. And we meet Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. on our Zoom number 924-039-3360. You need to tune in right now. If you are not understanding what is happening in the financial climate of our nation in every aspect, as well as globally, you need to tune in with us at 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. Let's go into our business empowerment days of the week, sharing some golden nuggets to get you successfully through your business week. Now, we have been talking about a power series. We've been going through a power series. And if you've missed any of those, you need to go to my YouTube channel. That's Lady Verne, LadyVerne. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and ring that bell so that every day you can get a feed to encourage you to go forward in your business, ministry, and organization. And I'm telling you, they are so helpful. I'd appreciate your feedback. Just let me know how the sessions have been a help to you. Share your takeaways with me on any of the DMs. My Instagram is Success Beyond Strategies, STRATEGZ. I'd like for you to leave some comments there or some takeaways to let me know how impactful this is helping you in your business development journey. All right, so let's move along with today's power word, the power found in resilience. We talked about bouncing back yesterday, and another aspect of bouncing back, or another element that requires in bouncing back, is resilience. Resilience is the ability to believe in yourself, to cope to the best of your abilities, to adapt well to difficulty and circumstances, to bounce back from adversities. I'm here to tell you that if you have gone through anything in your life, and one of our kings, King Gene, he said, when he come out like that, we know where he about to go. And anybody in Christendom, you pretty much know what I'm about to say too. But when we think about Thankful Thursday, when I think of the goodness of Jesus and all he has done for me, just take a second. You woke up this morning, you were clothed, ability to clothe yourself, you were in your right mind. The blood is running whole and warm in your veins and your arteries. You're able to move. You have the faculties of your limbs. I don't know how much further you need to go. The fact that you have a roof over your head, that you're able to put clothes on your back, that you're able to feed yourself whatever you desire to eat. I know life is challenging right now. Yes, but when hasn't? Think about it. I'm just saying, think about it. When has it not been challenging? Anytime you're going to another dimension, another level in your business, your ministry, in your person, you're going to have another level of challenges. You're going to have another level of things that you need to overcome. And we are more than conquerors. We are overcomers. And we are victors. So it's about getting a resilient mentality, the ability to believe in yourself. It's you. Oh my goodness, I'm telling you, y'all had to be on our Life Changing Alliance call this morning. I gotta grab my notes on that. I know I'm going off the beaten trail, but this is my show, okay? I just want to be an asset and a help to you. But our theme for today was I am the one. You are the one that you stepped out and you said, God put something in my belly, a vision, a mission, a purpose. You wrote it down, you made it plain, you developed a staff, you developed colleagues, you developed a management team, you developed a marketing team, you developed different strategic plans and strategies. You did all of this because you are the one. You are the one to make the difference for your family, for yourself, for your community, whatever product or service you have been in your hands, it has been given to you to make a change, to make a difference, to be the answer, to bring solutions. You are the one. So I had to piggyback up from that because I'm still having an overflow from that from this morning. But the ability of operating in resilience to cope to the best of your ability. When I look at the word cope, it means to put up with or to deal with or to handle. But I'm going to tell you something. It not only takes a village to raise a child, it takes a village to run a business. It takes a village in personal development. It takes a village for your life. It takes a village with your place of worship, your house of worship. That's your community. It takes all of that and then some. And especially in these days coming up, these months and this next year coming up, oh, you're going to need you some Jesus. I keep telling everybody, you need to have a personal, intimate relationship with God, whatever you want to call him, as long as it is personal and intimate to you, and he is responding to you. Because one thing I tell everybody, if you are sincere in your quest to really want to know the true and living God, He is obligated by his word to reveal himself to you, because spirit connects to spirit. We are a spirit. We have a soul. We live inside this physical body to be able to operate in this earth realm. So when you make a conscious effort to connect spiritually, to know your maker, your creator, he will meet you where you want to be met, okay? So I'm going to get up off of that soapbox for a minute, because I could go on with that for a minute. When you are in resilience, you are adapting well to difficult circumstances. In other words, you have found the niche that when challenges and circumstances and situations that come up against you, you know what to say to yourself. You know what your positive self-talk is. You know how to think differently, because all you're going to say, God, you already knew this was coming. I've already been through some other stuff and you brought me through. So I know, number one, because I know you love me, I know you got my back. I know you're going to take care of me. I know you're going to make a way out of no way. You said that you would supply all of my needs according to your riches and glory by Christ Jesus. And as I delight myself in you, in a personal, intimate relationship with you, you said that you would just give me the desires of my heart. Not from the motive of, I want you to give me something, but a genuine, personal, intimate relationship. Those strengths helps you adapt well, victoriously, more than a conqueror, more than an overcomer through any circumstance, situation, challenge, or difficulty. You will bounce back in and from adversity. Resilience is made up of a few components. I want to talk about some of those components today. Resilience is made up of self-awareness, a conscious knowledge of your own character, your feelings, your motives, your emotions, your desires. You ought to be tuned into who you are. What makes you upset, what makes you happy, what motivates you, what does not motivate you, what feeds the desires of your heart, your vision, your mission, your purpose, your drive, your energy. You need to be conscious of those things. You need to be conscious of those things that drain you, that zap you from your energy. You need to be conscious of those things that feed you. What communities feed you? If you are around 5 people that are doing nothing, you're going to be the 6th one doing nothing. If you're around five positive, moving forward people, then you're going to be the 6th person moving forward. You are the sum total of who and what you hang around and hang with. Be aware of that. Resilience requires mindfulness, or made up of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the quality or state of being conscious or aware of something. See how when you're resilient, you are alert, you're sober in your mind, you're sober in your thoughts, you're sober in your critical thinking, you're sober in how you logically analyze things to make good quality decisions and choices. That's going to be a benefit to you. Mindfulness is a mental state achieved by focusing one's awareness on the present moment. You can't do anything about it's done, it is finished, it is over. You can't fix it, you can't undo it, you can't change it, but you can do something about this moment right here. 318, you can do something about this moment right here. Where do you put your mindset? Where are you putting your thoughts, your self-awareness, your self-care, your focus? Where are you putting it right now? When you calmly acknowledge, and I do mean calmly, you can't do this all stressed out and maxed out. When you calmly acknowledge and accept the present feelings that you are having. Why are you happy? So that you can duplicate it. Why are you upset? So you can examine it and ask yourself, am I being petty? Am I being childish? Or do I have a legitimate reason to have this emotion, that this expression that I'm feeling right now addressed? And then do what you need to do to get it addressed so that it's not draining and zapping you of your energy. Now, when you are acknowledging and accepting your feelings and your thoughts, even your body's sensations, if all of a sudden you're hyper sweating, It could be a reason. And some of us ladies, we have those I call them Holy Ghost moments where, ooh, just hot right now. But it's okay. I just cool off. I do my diaphragmatic breathing, and I just put my mind on anything that is going to bring me into a pleasant state, whether it's lying on a beach or just walking and just having that commune time with the Lord, and just all of a sudden his peace will begin to engulf you. That's part of those benefits of having that personal, intimate relationship with God. Okay. And then use therapeutic techniques. As I was saying, use your diaphragmatic breathing where you're breathing deep. You're counting it deep for 4 counts. You're holding it for 2, and then you're releasing it for 6. The reason why you're releasing it longer than it does to take in is so that your body can begin to feel the oxygenation that you are giving it, and then you are slowly releasing it. And if you've got to do that a few times before you say something to someone, before you respond to someone, I have these looks that people tell me I have, and sometimes I feel them too. I have that back up from me look. I have that, okay, that just deer in headlight look. And then I have that, are you really serious look. Then I have that, let's see. Let me think about that a second. If you count, our King Craig tells us all the time, when somebody's saying something to you, and especially if it's kind of off the wall or stupid in your opinion, but it means something to them and you don't want to insult them or offend them, especially if it's a coworker, if it's someone that's serving with you, if it's an employee, management, team, whoever you're connecting with or communicating with at that time, just count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Think about what they just said, what they asked you. If you're not clear, repeat it. I want to make sure that I'm clear and I understand what you just said. Did you just say, and because you might have heard it incorrectly, and that would shut down so much drama. Okay? So when you do that, what you're making the atmosphere, you're shifting it, number one, to a more positive, energized atmosphere so that you can have a sober, mature conversation going back and forth and actually solving the circumstance, the issue, or the problem. Resilience is also made up of self-care, so self-awareness, mindfulness, self-care. Practice taking action to preserve or improve your own health. Do whatever you need to do. Take it one step at a time. You may not jump into a full workout regimen and changing your diet and doing all this at one time. Just do one thing. This week, be mindful of what you're eating. Track what you're eating and see where you're leaking bad not nutritional food, and substitute it with nutritional food. Then maybe the next week, walk. Then the next week after that, do something different. If you love swimming, swimming is an excellent exercise. Bike riding while the weather's still good. Find something every day that you are doing to add to holistic wholeness and health of your physical body, your mind. Refresh your mind. Take that walk. Especially around water, because the ions from the water has healing properties, have relaxing properties, so that as it flows upon you, it is making a difference, because with a clear head, you can hear clearer. And when God begins to drop those strategies, those ideas, and the solutions for you in your circumstances or situation, you're going to find that you're going to bring that attitude to your workplace, to your business, to your organization, to your ministry, and you are responsible for your businesses and your home's atmosphere. So you have to put the oxygen on you first. Then you're able to, as you're breathing, help someone else put the oxygen on them. Okay? Positive relationships. Kings and queens. It's time to sit down, especially this last quarter of the year. You do not need to go into 2023 with unresolved, unhealthy relationships from this year. Bottom line. we're all adults here to some extent, and if I have some youth that's listening to me, which I really hope I do, I'm hoping that this is registering with you. I understand how important your social media world is to you, but you cannot lose your person. You cannot lose yourself to anything or anybody. That is the definition of slavery. And last I checked, we do have some documents saying that we're not necessarily 100% in slavery. But that's a whole nother subject altogether. But you do have a voice and you need to use it. You need to speak up, but there's a way to be heard so that you can be respected, so that you can have the response that you are looking for from the persons that you are engaging with. So it is critically important to have positive relationships. If you need counseling, go get it. If you need to peaceably find a way to resolve a relationship, then resolve it. If you need to dissolve it, then find a peaceful, mediated way to do that so that no one's lives is lost. Because, hey, these streets is real out here. So you want to make sure that you are setting an atmosphere in your organization, your business, your ministry, because you don't want disgruntled people coming back and disturbing the atmosphere of your business. So that is critically important. You know, you never thought you'd see the day where you had to actually bear these kinds of levels of things in mind in business, but yes, you do. And it's not something that you can, close or turn ahead or close a blind eye to anymore. You have to be cognizant of these things. So you want to make sure that you have good communication, that there is support, that there's encouragement, that there's help, there's practical wisdom, there's practical emotional listening, communicating, opening communication without judgment, that there's a development of trust going in between you, and respect for each other most of all. Everybody is due respect, whether they deserve it or not, whether they earned it or not. Everybody is due respect. And how you can give respect to a disrespectful person is to respect yourself first. And say to yourself, okay, I'm not going there with you. We're either going to have a civil, calm, communicative conversation, or we need to table it. And they could go on and on and on, but a soft answer, the softer you get, the more they're going to hear, wait a minute, I'm arguing with myself. And they'll either stop and walk away or just pray for an exit. Because God said he would give us a way of escape that we may be able to bear it. I'm telling you from experience, it works. Okay? Purpose, resilience, not only is it comprised of self-awareness, mindfulness, self-care, and positive relationships, but it also has a purpose. The reason for which something is done or created, for which something exists. That resilience exists for a reason. You have developed this resilience to just keep leaping over and still going forward, leaping over and still going forward. I love in track and field, I love to see the hurdlers, and especially, men and women hurdlers to be exact, because every time they leap over a hurdle, I picture myself leaping over a challenge, leaping over a situation, leaping over a circumstance, and coming out, busting that ribbon out because I have won the victory, that I am the champion. I am the winner in this situation, and nothing by any means will hurt me. Nothing by any means will overtake me. God gave me this business. God gave me this ministry. God gave me this organization, and devil, hell, and nobody else and nothing else can take it from me or discourage me from it. I am going to keep going forward. We talk about tackling it. We talking about working it out. So today we are thankful, and tomorrow I may go over some components of resilience a little bit deeper, because I really want to make sure that we are preparing ourselves to finish this year strong and build a momentum that will take us into 2023. I never forget the momentum of 2019 was so strong, so powerful. And even the first quarter of 2020, we were just rolling in it. We were just rolling it. I mean, everybody was getting their game on, and some people were still having some challenges. Some people gonna always have some challenges, but some of us that understood vision, mission, and purpose, we had it on the roll. We had kind of, it seemed like the pandemic kind of pulled the rug out from under us, but that was God's opportunity to intervene in something that what the enemy meant for evil. He said, okay, I'm going to give my people rest. You were able to revamp your house. Some of you redecorated. Some of you got rid of some things you didn't need. You bagged up things. You gave things away that you didn't need or wasn't using anymore. You sat down. You got creative. How am I going to reinvent myself? Man, please. I just went back into my financial industry and things are magnificent. It was the best thing. For those that understood vision, mission, and purpose, it was the best thing that could have ever happened to us. It has its tragedies. Life's global adjustments has its bittersweet. There's some good things that come out of it, and there were some very bitter things that come out of it. We lost so many loved ones. But I looked at it as, especially if they were in the Lord, it was God taking a massive group of his army to prepare for his return. So it kept me up, it kept me excited, because I looked beyond what we could see in this natural, and I looked from a spiritual perspective, and I said, God is preparing a great army, and that was a massive group of people that are no longer suffering, they're no longer in pain, they're no longer weak and feeble, but they have their new body, and they're just going on and doing the things and preparing whatever heaven is preparing for. So we have to, that's that resilience, that in the midst of the hardest tragedies, you've got to see God and what he is intending to do in spite of what the enemy has attempted to do. The scripture is going to fulfill itself, ladies and gentlemen, whether you believe it or not. That's personal between you and your creator. All I want to do is encourage you today to understand you are resilient. You have everything you need to go forward and do whatever God has called you to do. Please, ma'am, please, sir, please, king, please, queen, be about the Father's business. Whatever your gift, talent, and calling is, please do it. Please go about it and get it done. Get the support, get the help you need. SuccessBeyondStrategies.com, STRATEGZ, we're here. MagnetExchangeGroup.com, we are here. LifeChangingAlliances.com, we are all here to support, to undergird, to be that community that you need to go forward in your business, in your mission, in your vision, in your purpose, in your organization, in your ministry, whatever you need done to make sure that you are structured correctly to go forward. Now is the time to get it structured, and be patient with the process. Enjoy the journey. Trust the journey. It is not a sprint race. It is a marathon, but you have to have a steady pace. That no matter what's going on in your right or in your left, you're doing this. You're putting those Nehemiah blinders on, and you are getting it done. We're here to help. So with that being said, again, trust your journey. Adventure is calling. You need to answer. And know you did not wake up today to operate in mediocrity because you are mediocre. Just count your blessings and have a wonderful, thankful Thursday. Bye-bye for now.